Here the position number n is not a natural number. Therefore, we conclude that 102 is not a term in this arithmetic progression. The nth term an of an arithmetic progression with the first term a and common difference d is given by an is equal to a plus n minus 1 times d. This formula has a wide application in many different problems, so you can use this idea to find the solution. Now we will see some example situations. We use this idea. Okay, I write the previous sequence again. So we discussed one simple example, 5, 10, 15, etc. And I write the general form here, not general form, the nth term of an arithmetic progression, an is equal to a plus, that's first term, plus n minus 1d. Okay? So this is the formula to find the nth term. You all have to memorize this formula. Okay, so one of the application of this formula is you have to find the 100th term in this sequence. In any arithmetic progression, position is given. You want to find the term. Yeah, that's one direct application, direct use. So just take this example. Here a is, the first term is 5, and here the common difference d is also 5. And we suppose the question is what 100th term in this. So that means n is 5, n is 100. To find the 100th term, that means the position is given. As n is given, that 100. And to find the an, that means a 100. We have to find the 100th term, right? So a 100 is equal to, you want to substitute the given a and d in the formula. Okay, so an is equal to a plus n minus 1d. Here an means a 100 because our question is to find the 100th term. So a 100 is equal to a plus, means here a is 5. So 5 plus and n minus 1d. So n is 100. So n minus 1 is 99. So 99 times d. The common difference in this problem is 5. Okay, so here we will do the next step. 5 plus 99 times 5.
495.
495, right? So 5 plus 495 is 500, right? So this is a very simple arithmetic progression. I choose simple to make the concept clear. Okay, sometimes the sequence may be, the common difference may be 18. Sometimes the common difference may be minus half. In all such situations, we cannot do in our mind. This particular question, you can do the 100th term in your mind easily. But for some other questions, you have to use this n formula, the nth term formula. Then you can simply calculate the any term in given position using this idea. This is first application to find a term in a given position in any arithmetic progression. So this is indirect way you can calculate it. Okay, that's one application. And another thing, 100 will be a term in this sequence, right? In this sequence, in this progression, 100 will be there, right? So can you say the position of 100 in this sequence? What will be the position of 100 in this sequence? Position value? 20, right? 20, right? In this sequence, the position of 100 is 20. Position of 5 is 1. Position of 10 is 2. Position of 15 is 3. And 100 comes in the 20th position. We can guess it because this is very simple question. Okay. In any other sequences, if you get a term in some positions, we cannot guess like this because this is a multiples of 5 we can do in our mind. 100 comes in the 20th position. 50 comes in the 10th position and 100 comes in the 20th position. Okay. So if you get similar questions, you get an arithmetic progression, you get a term and we want to find the position number. Okay, to do that, we can use the same idea. In this sequence, A, the first term is 5, and the common difference also you can write from the progression. That's also again 5, and we don't know n, and this is the question. Okay, and we are given an is given that 100, nth term is given that 100. Now we want to find the position of 100 in the sequence. So we want to find the value of n. Okay, so we choose n is equal to 100. Okay, so now we apply the formula. An is equal to a plus n minus 1d. Okay, so we can write here a plus n minus 1 times d is equal to 100. Okay, then we can substitute the values. So a is 5, so here you can write 5. Then n minus 1, we don't know n, so I simply write n minus 1. And d we know d is 5, the common difference is 5, and it's equal to 100. We want to match both steps. Okay, we substituted the values for a and d. That's only what changes in these two lines. Okay, a is 5 and d is 5, and the other all numbers are same. Okay, and the next step to solve this, you all know how to solve an equation. Yeah, step-by-step procedure. So here better you start with take the 5 plus 5 into right side. So n minus 1 times 5 is equal to the plus 5. When you move to right side, this will become 100 minus 5. Well, that's 100 minus 5 is 95, right? Okay, and then n minus 1, next step, n minus 1 is equal to the into 5 we take to right side, so that will be 95 by 5. 95 by 5 into 5 multiplication. When we move to right side, it will become division. Okay, so n minus 1 is equal to 95 by 5. We all know that 19 fives are there in 95. Okay, the next step, n is equal to the minus 1, we can move to right side. So n is equal to 19 plus 1. So n is equal to 20. Okay, so we got the position value n. Okay, that means in this sequence, in this progression, A20 is 100. Okay, the position value of 100 in this progression is 20. 20th term of this arithmetic progression is 100. Okay, so now we have seen two applications. One application to find any term in a given arithmetic progression. The position will be given, and you want to find the term. You will get some different arithmetic progression, different common difference. I mean, the common difference can be negative or fraction or anything. So in any situation, you can use this equation, this formula n is equal to a plus n minus 1d to find a particular term whose position is given. Okay? And the reverse question, if the term is given, you want to calculate the position of that term. Okay? Two applications. And third application is to check whether a number is a term of that particular sequence or not. Okay, you will get a sequence, you will get an arithmetic progression. A question will be, is 100 a term in this progression? Is 1000 a term in this progression? Like so. Okay, and to check whether a given number is a term in the given progression or not. Okay, the idea is same as we did the previous idea. Okay, we found the position of 100 in this sequence. In same way, if you get any question like this to check whether a term in the sequence or not, you can do the similar idea. Okay, so if that number is a term in the given sequence, you will end with a natural number value for n. Okay, in the previous exam question, I wrote here 100 was it was a 10, right? Because n is 20, n is the position is 20. 20 is a possible position. Okay, we use natural number to represent the positions 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. Okay, if the given number is a term in given arithmetic progression, you want to do similar steps and you want to find n, the position value. If the value of n is a natural number, that means positive integer, you can conclude that the given number is a term in the arithmetic progression. If the value of n is not an integer, a positive integer or natural number, you can simply write that that number is not in this arithmetic progression. Just for, I'm not doing completely. Suppose the 102. Your question is 102 a term in this our example progression? Okay, is 102 a term in this example progression? So definitely not. We know only multiples of 5 comes here. So suppose you do this these calculations like this. Okay, you write A, you write D, and you write AN. AN is given that 102. So definitely when you move, you will end with n is equal to 20 point something. 20 point something. You won't end with a natural number value for n. Yeah, so in next step you can conclude that here the position number n is not a natural number. Therefore, we conclude that 102 is not a term in this arithmetic progression. Okay, and this is the idea to check whether a given number is a term in the arithmetic progression or not. I got you understood. So 3 applications. So today we learned the nth term formula and 3 applications: how to find a term in a given position and how to do the reverse. A term is given to find the position, okay, and to check whether a given number is a term of an arithmetic progression or not. Okay, so we didn't finish this part, the second part. We have some more application questions from this nth term formula.